Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So I'm standing here in my kitchen, as I often am during these FaceTime commentaries, and one of the things that I have in my kitchen is an Amazon Echo. And as I've written here on Morning Newsbeat many times, I just love this thing. I love all the things it can do, from the information it can provide to the ease of access to music. Alexa, play Bob Dylan, Shelter from the Storm.
Shelter from the Storm by Bob Dylan.
I love this song.
'Twas in another lifetime, was toil and blood.
Anyway, Alexa, volume 2. I better not let it run too long or I'll end up paying rights fees, and I can't afford those to Bob Dylan. Anyway, I saw a story the other day that was really, really interesting, and it was from CNET. And basically what it talked about is how Genair, which is owned by Whirlpool, has come up with this idea for a wall oven that is going to be Wi-Fi enabled. So you'll be able to be in your car, you'll be able to be in your office, and you'll be able to say to your Alexa Echo machine, you know, please pre-warm it up to 350 degrees or whatever it happens to be. And that's like totally, totally cool. And it just changes everything. It's almost like a Star Trek replicator, where you could say, you know, Earl Grey, hot, and suddenly it would just appear there. It's almost the next best thing. And you know, and listen, the oven is just one kind of connected appliance. You know, there's a lot of different companies talking about connected refrigerators and dishwashers and washers and dryers and coffee pots that are going to be totally connected to the internet and change the way that we interact with them and make it a lot easier. And it's just so, so cool. And there's so much interesting stuff out there. There was another story I was reading the other day in the Washington Post about how Google and Levi Strauss have come up with a $350 jean jacket that basically is going to have technology sewn into it, which is going to allow, say, bike riders, they'll be going along and they'll be able to make phone calls or take phone calls or get directions or do all sorts of different things. They'll be able to check the time simply by tapping the sleeve, and the information will be relayed to them via headphones, because you don't want to ever take your eyes off the road. And listen, the thing about this is that they can put it in a jean jacket. They'll be able to put it in pretty much any item of clothing. And again, it's just a really, really interesting use of technology, this wearable technology that will put all of these things right at our fingertips. And this stuff is not like a long way down the road. The jean jacket's apparently going to be out this fall. It's all there, and it's just the beginning. And there was a story the other day in Engadget about how Amazon, and this is really interesting, Amazon has developed a perk for Prime users, which is going to allow people to basically upload photographs of themselves wearing 2 different outfits. And basically they will have on their end put in all these algorithms developed by designers, so the computer will be able to look at you in the 2 outfits and tell you which one you look better in, which is better for your coloring, your frame, your size, whatever it happens to be. Now listen, for a guy like me, this is not going to really matter. It's going to be a matter of whether I should wear blue Levi's or gray Levi's or blue t-shirts or black t-shirts. I mean, that's pretty much it for me. But for a lot of people, this might be kind of an interesting application. And again, it allows them to interact with technology in an entirely different way that hopefully will be relevant to what they need and what they want. And listen, now there'll be some people who will say, oh, come on, you really need Amazon to do that? Can't you just look in a mirror? Or why can't you get off your fanny and go down to the kitchen and turn on the oven? Or why can't you just pull your bike off to the side of the road and look at a map, or wait till you get to the office of your house to make a phone call? They'll say this is the height of laziness. Sure, that's one way to look at it. On the other hand, it frees us up to spend time doing much more important things. And, you know, ultimately it doesn't really matter. The momentum has started. This is where things are going. But it's not just about being cool. It's also about redefining how suppliers of products and services are going to make their products and services more relevant, more useful to people in a world that is very, very different. You can't do things the same old way. It's just not possible anymore, not if you want to be relevant to the shopper. You have to be thinking down the road, how am I going to take advantage of these things to connect to shoppers in a whole new way? Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind. Alexa, volume 8.